พูดได้ต่ออันนี้วีโอถ้าจะเปิดคุณก็เปิดคุณเขาก็เขียนคุณเดี๋ยวเพิ่งเปิดเดี๋ยวเพิ่งเปิดระยะที่สองตอนนี้คน59 คน
อย่าเพิ่งไปคุณ
Hi, hello, can you hear me? Okay, good. Yeah, we can start now. Everyone is in, all the translators are in.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Myaladdinz worldwide presentation tonight. We're excited to have each of you with us tonight, and we have many different translations as well. My name is Ken, and I'll be your guide for this evening. I'm originally from the United States. I have been working in Singapore for the last 27 years, and I started working with Success Resources 10 years ago. And for the last 1 year, I have been with the MyAladdin project. In my time here, I've served as an internet marketer, as a copywriter, as country manager for Success Resources in Singapore, and now I'm the assistant general manager for MyAladdin. MyAladdin is a consumer rewards program, and we'll tell you a little bit about it as we get started today. "2020 has been a very interesting year. Some people say it has been the worst of times, but if you talk to many of our members of MyAladdinz, they will tell you that it's been the best of times. They always say that in every difficult situation, in every crisis, there's always opportunities. The global pandemic has actually created a very interesting situation in the world today. It started at the end of 2019 and actually has basically gone to every country in the world today. In fact, if you look at the map as of today, there have been more than 1 million deaths due to the COVID-19 virus, and there have been 35 million confirmed cases. If you look at the map on the screen, some countries are light colored and some are darker. The darker colored countries indicate those that have the highest cases of the virus in their country. There are some countries that have a low virus or even no virus, but for the most part, every single country in the world has been affected. The way that it has affected the world, one of the first things that is as a result of the COVID-19 virus is that travel has been affected. Some countries are beginning to open up limited travel, but for majority of the world, global tourism is at a standstill. For many countries like Thailand and Singapore and maybe Bali and other regions around the area that depend very heavily on tourism, it's been a very difficult situation. If you go to airports around the world, you will see sites similar to this photograph where you have many different airlines with their planes parked on the runway and unable to travel. The global trade situation has also been affected. In fact, in 2019, there was a trade dispute going between the United States and also China, and that was starting to affect global trade. But with the COVID-19 virus, many factories have been forced to reduce their manufacturing, or some of them were even closed for a period of time while the virus situation was getting under control. This has affected the worldwide trade. In fact, in some countries, the trade and the shipping has quadrupled in price. It's more than 4 times more expensive than it was before, and many goods have limited availability. Global events have also been affected. For Success Resources, we were the world's largest event organizer for global seminars and education. With 2020's pandemic, we're unable to offer live courses at this time. And it's not just events and seminars, but it's also sporting events as well. In this photo, you will see a football game, and in the stadium, you will see lots of people. But if you look a little bit closer, you'll see that all of the people in the stadium are actually photographs printed onto cardboard. They are not real people. And so many events around the world have also been affected. Seminars, sports, industry-related events, and training opportunities. The global economy has also been affected. Many people say that this year will be a year of recession. Many economies are suffering. Employment in many countries is also suffering as well. And tourism and other industries have put downward pressure on local economies. Individual businesses are struggling to survive. If you look at some of the businesses in your own country, you will see that many businesses have actually gone bankrupt or they have closed down. Some of these businesses have been in operation for 10, 20, 100, some of them even 50 and 100 years, and they're unable to survive the current situation. Other businesses that are offline in traditional, what we call brick and mortar business, are businesses that have restaurants, grocery stores, places where you go and visit in person, have been forced to pivot to online opportunities. For the businesses that are doing very well, like Amazon, Alibaba, Shopee, Lazada, many of the online businesses are doing extremely well. But for businesses who are not online yet, they're struggling to move online. Many of them don't have the knowledge to put their business online, or they may not have the resources or the know-how to make it happen. If you're not online, your business is definitely suffering at this time. And so many businesses are now making an effort to move online. Another byproduct of the current pandemic situation and quarantine is that people are forced to stay at home. And because of that, many people are having home deliveries. And so they're ordering products and services to be delivered directly to their homes instead of going out to visit in-person physical businesses. Other businesses are also moving to cashless transactions. By cashless transactions, we mean credit card, by mobile phone, by Apple Pay, Samsung Pay, various opportunities using QR code or barcodes to actually make payments without handling cash. Also, these are known as digital payments. And so many businesses at this time are moving to cashless. This was actually started in the last couple of years. In 2019, here in Singapore, where I live, the country announced that they were moving to a cashless society. By cashless society, they want everyone to be able to accept cashless payments so that people can go about business without using cash. And this is true of many countries around the world as well. If you're working at this time, many people are actually working from home. If you're listening to this on Zoom, this is one way that many companies are doing business at this time. In fact, it's been said that many people look like the gentleman that you see on the screen. They are business from the waist up, and then they're relaxed at home as well. And so many employees are now working from home, and that's a benefit in some ways. For some, it's a difficult time because they have children or other distractions in the home. So some people are asking, when is this situation going to end? Is it going to end soon? When is everything going to go back to normal? The truth is, not everything is going to go back to normal. The pandemic is going to have long-lasting effects. And that's going to be primarily in a few key areas. One is that cashless transactions are becoming more common and accepted by more businesses than ever before. In fact, before the current situation, many people were afraid to use credit cards on the internet or in their mobile phone or doing online transactions because they were afraid that it wasn't secure, that they might be cheated, that someone might get access to their credit card number and they might lose their money. But with the current situation, people had no choice. They were forced to use cashless transactions because they were confined at home. Because of this, people tried it that had never tried it before. And they realized it's reliable, it's safe. It's something that is not only useful, but something that will continue. Because they realize that it's safe and secure and it works, they're going to continue to use cashless transactions even after the current situation is over. There's also an increase of on-demand services and product delivery. More people are having things delivered to their home than ever before. They're buying online through mobile apps and through the internet and websites. And before, many people were afraid to buy from the online services and the mobile phone because they thought they might be cheated. They might not receive their product. It might be delivered to the wrong address. Or maybe they would get something different and not what they ordered. But with the current situation, people were forced to use these services to get the products that they needed. And because of that, they tried them. They found out they work. They're reliable. Not only are they reliable, but they're also very convenient. And so even after the current situation ends, they're going to still use this because it's convenient and it's also very reliable. More businesses have put their business online, either through a new website or through a mobile app, and businesses are moving online more than ever before. And if your business is not online, you're suffering. And so there will still be even more businesses moving online. And when the current situation ends, they're not going to shut down their website. They're not going to close down their mobile app. Those things are going to continue because people desire them and want them and are using them. And so even after the current situation, e-commerce will continue to grow. Finally, in the past, if you were working from home, or you had a home-based business, or you conducted your business out of your home, people thought you're not professional. You're not as good. If you don't have an official office, then maybe you cannot be trusted. But now, almost everyone is working from home. And so people have a greater acceptance of businesses that are also based in the home. And that's also going to continue. The interesting thing about all four of these areas is that MyAladdin makes all four of these possible. It allows cashless transactions and allows businesses to provide their service and delivery directly to the home. It allows companies and businesses and small merchants that don't have the experience or the knowledge to put their business online, to advertise their business online, to make sales online. And it allows those who want to use this as a method to generate their own business opportunities to work from home, simply using our mobile app. We did not create MyAladdin with the current situation in mind, but it winds up being the perfect opportunity for this situation in time. In fact, many people, because of MyAladdin, are doing greater business and more sales than ever before. 2020 has not been a year of crisis. It's been a year of incredible opportunity. And MyAladdin has made that possible. So that's what we're going to talk about a little bit today. We're going to talk about MyAladdin, which is a consumer rewards program. They say that in every crisis, there is opportunity. In every dark time, if you look, there will be light somewhere. And MyAladdin has been that opportunity in the current crisis. It's a consumer rewards program. Many of you are already familiar with consumer reward programs. In fact, I was reading the other day about the history of consumer reward programs, and it goes back more than 100 years. But consumer reward programs basically reward you for continued purchase or for continuing to be a customer with their business. In the market today, many of you might be part of an airline frequent flyer program. If you fly on an airplane and you're part of their frequent flyer consumer rewards program, every time you make a flight, you receive miles or travel points. They may call it different things. And then you collect these rewards. And when you have enough rewards, you can redeem them for a free flight, or maybe for an upgrade, or maybe you can redeem them with a partner, like a car rental company or a hotel. You may also be aware of coffee shops. If you go into the coffee shop and you order a certain number of coffees, like maybe Starbucks or some of the common coffee shops around the world, you continue to shop and order coffee. If you get a certain number of points, or you order a certain number of coffees, then you can actually get one free. So these are what we know as consumer rewards programs. They reward the consumer for doing business. When it comes to mobile, They say that by 2021, there's going to be 2.14 billion online customers. I don't know what country some of you are from at this point in time, but we have online customers from all around the world. 2.14 billion online customers. That's about 1/3 of the world's situation. So 1/3 of the world's population is online. Many of them are not using computers, but they're actually using mobile phones to access the online websites. And the statistics said that they will be spending more than 4.8 trillion US dollars by next year. Now, the interesting thing about both of these statistics is both of these statistics were created before the pandemic crisis. And during the pandemic crisis, people have been moving online and buying more than ever before. So these were based on the previous trend. But this year, the trend has increased astronomically, higher than ever before. People are joining faster than ever before. And so the truth is, there will probably be more than 2.14 billion online buyers, and they will be spending more than $4.8 trillion. In fact, due to the current virus, more people are shopping online than ever before. Many of you have probably bought a mask, our sanitizer, our virus protecting related products. In fact, there's been an increase of more than 800%. And other things like drugs, toilet paper, and basically all kinds of products and services. And you look at almost every possible category, they've all increased. Some of them hundreds of times what they were before. Everyone is beginning to shop online. Sales made by mobile devices, by mobile phone or by iPads or tablets, has increased by 15% since 2016 and is growing even faster as well. In fact, if you look at the recent statistics for this year, more people are shopping on their mobile phone than are going into stores. That means more people are using their phone to shop than actually visiting the store. More than 50% are shopping on their mobile phone. And 36%, or 1/3 of those, prefer to use e-wallet for online shopping. In other words, they're not paying with cash. They're paying with stored value or cashless systems in their mobile phone. If you look at people buying groceries, it's 1 in 5 is shopping online. If you look at consumers age 56 plus, 1 in 3 have made their grocery order online for the first time ever. 1/3 of all purchases were made online. And it's expected to grow even more to almost 40%. That's the thing that MyAladdin makes possible as our own consumer rewards app. We're a global, infinitely connected peer-to-peer network of merchants and consumers. What that means is that we actually plan to take this to the entire world. We originally planned to open up many countries before now, but because of the travel restrictions, that has been limited. But now, today, you're one of the first few people to be part of our online presentation. And you can share this with your friends as we have it every single week. And people from all over the world can join. And we're planning to go global. It's not just a global app, but it can also be used with your friends, your family, and in your local community, city, and country. So it's meant to be worldwide, but it's also meant to be local. And it was designed not just for merchants, but also for consumers. It wasn't designed for the consumers only to benefit or the merchants only to benefit. If you're a merchant, you can also benefit from the program. If you're a consumer, you also benefit from the program. We call it a consumer rewards program, but actually it doesn't just reward consumers, it rewards merchants as well. So we asked merchants, what do you want? If you talk to any business owners, some of you on this presentation might be business owners. You might sell something. If I ask any one of you who sells something, what do you want? All merchants around the world, all business owners will basically have the same answer. I want more customers. If I have more customers, then I'll be very successful. In Success Resources, we have a speaker called Jay Abraham. He's considered the world's #1 marketing guru, world's #1 marketing genius. And he actually says there's only 3 ways to grow a business. So if you're a business owner, these are the only 3 ways you can grow your business. The first one is to get more customers, to increase the number of customers. But there's 2 more ways as well. The second is to increase the sale, to increase how much the customer spends. This is something you find very common in fast food restaurants. If you've ever been to McDonald's or Burger King or KFC or Starbucks or any type of restaurant or fast food, they will always ask you the question, would you like to upsize your order? Would you like to move from a regular to a large? Pay a little bit extra and get your order upsized. What they're doing is they're collecting more money from each customer every time they go to that business. And so that's the way they increase sales. The third way is to increase the frequency. How often do they visit? I was reading the other day about McDonald's. I don't know if your country has had it, but in many countries around the world, McDonald's had a McDonald's Monopoly game. Every time you bought a value meal, you got a little game token, and it had properties that you could paste on a Monopoly playboard. And it was one of the most successful games to increase frequency. People were going to McDonald's every day, sometimes more than 1 time a day, just so they could get that little game token and try to win the prizes. In other words, they increase the frequency that customers went to that business. If you can increase your number of customers, increase how much they spend, and increase how often they come to your business, you're going to be very successful. Those are the only 3 ways to increase your business. And the wonderful thing is, MyAladdin makes all 3 possible. So what are the benefits for merchant? You get increased product and brand awareness. All our merchants are listed in a directory in the mobile app so that you can see which merchants are part of our program. We also have people from all around the world are members of MyAladdin, and they want to use MyAladdin to get consumer rewards. And the only way that happens is they visit our merchants. So all of these people who are part of our program have the opportunity to go to your business. You get increased customers. You also get increased sales. Those are the 3 ways to grow a business: more customers, and more sales because they know they're going to be rewarded for using My Aladdin in your business. You're going to get more sales than ever before. And then they get increased frequency because they want to get more and more rewards. We also offer fastest redemptions, and so they can use the program and they don't need to use cash. And then they will be very committed to coming back to your business again and again. Why? Because they get 80% back in reward points. They don't get 50% back. They don't get 10% back. They don't even get 70% back. They get 80% back in reward points, which is an incredible opportunity. So we ask consumers, what do consumers want? Of course, if you talk to any consumer anywhere around the world, the answer is always the same. In Singapore, they have a very funny saying. I like cheap, but good. In other words, they like products that are not expensive, but good quality. They want to spend less and get more. And that's the same thing for consumers all around the world. They always want to save more, and they also want to receive more. So what are the benefits for consumers? The first benefit is they get 80% back in reward points every time they visit our participating merchants. They also can redeem for products and services with participating merchants. They get a daily release of gems they can use with those merchants. And they can even multiply their rewards to get even greater value and up to 5 times the original value. And they can do that 6 times in a year. And then they can also share them with their friends, with other people who need it, so that they can benefit others. Now, 80% rewards is the most credible part of My Aladdin as a consumer rewards program. Most poor people, if you go to a reward program, they will not give you anything near 80%. But with My Aladdin, you get 80% back in reward points. When you transfer your gems to a participating merchant, you're going to get 80% back in reward points. And for merchants, listen up. There's something even better. It doesn't cost the merchant anything. So if you have a business or you sell a product, you can become part of My Aladdin. All of your customers can get 80% back in reward points, and it doesn't cost you anything. So that's the incredible opportunity presented by My Aladdin. When you receive reward points, you actually have 3 ways you can receive rewards in My Aladdin. We have the e-Bazaar, which allows you to exchange for products and services directly inside the mobile app. We also have a merchant list where you can visit a website or go to the physical address of the merchant and use the My Aladdin app. And we also have a third way where you can use what we call shop and earn. You can go to other people's websites and buy things from other companies, and you can still get rewards from My Aladdin. Let me explain each one of these a little bit better. In My Aladdin, if you go to the e-Bazaar, you can actually attend world-class events from Success Resources. And we're also adding in our merchants from other countries around the world. As we start to add merchants like yourself, you will be able to sell your product or your service in the mobile app in e-Bazaar. That means people can buy directly from you and be featured in our e-Bazaar. At the moment, we're featuring courses from Success Resources. If you are using My Aladdin, you can join the courses from Success Resources and get 80% back in reward points. That includes things like Tony Robbins' Date with Destiny. We just had Robert Kiyosaki, which was a free course for our members. And we have Unleash the Power Within virtual meeting coming up as well. The nice thing about the pandemic, they say everything has two sides. There's always positive, but sometimes there's negative as well. But in the current situation, Success Resources cannot hold live events. So instead of holding live events, they're putting them online. So that's an incredible advantage for you. If you've ever wanted to hear from the world's #1 personal development coach, Tony Robbins, you can actually experience the full scope of what he teaches online from the comfort of your own home. And not only that, get 80% back in reward points. So with the My eBazaar, you tap on eBazaar in the middle of the app at the bottom of the screen. Then you choose the country where you would like to join. And then you can choose a course to attend. And when you use your gems to redeem for that course, you get back 80% in reward points. And watch this area closely because we're starting to add other merchants as well. Some of you might even be featured in this section in the future. And so we're going to be able to offer courses and products and services featured in the app with prime advertising right on the main page using the eBazaar. So that's what My Aladdin makes possible. If you're a customer, all you need to do is go and tap the eBazaar, tap the course that you would like to attend, and you can actually receive 80% back in reward points when you redeem your gems for those courses. So it's an incredible opportunity to learn and also to get back 80% in reward points. The second way that you can use the mobile app is to look at the merchant list. If you tap on Shop and then you tap on Merchant Directory, you'll see a list of all our participating merchants. And you can tap on the little map icon and see which ones are near to where you live. You can also sort by products, by category, by industry to see various things that are available for products and services that are available in your local location. Whenever you use the merchant directory, you visit the merchant in person or visit their website. You use the mobile app to redeem your gems, and you get back 80% in reward points. And we have an incredible list of merchants available. As a matter of fact, if you visit participating merchants, use gems to redeem for products and services, you get back 80% in reward points. Here's a My Aladdin shop where everything in the shop is available for redemption. You can also take a trip and get hotel and airfare packages at 80% back in reward points. You can get the latest mobile phones at 80% back in reward points. You can grab a lobster or visit a local restaurant and get 80% back in reward points. You can get discount vouchers on products and services. You can grab a coffee and you can get thousands of products from more than 10,000 merchants around the world. So there's many different opportunities. Maybe My Aladdin is new to your country, and maybe you might be one of the first merchants. That's a great advantage for you. If you're one of the first merchants in your own country, that means that people will be definitely coming to you your business will expand. So the merchant directory allows people to see which businesses are part of our program and to go to those businesses for the redemption of products and services. Whenever they, the other opportunity, the third way that you can earn points is what we call Shop and Earn. Shop and Earn is a special link available in the mobile app. You tap on Shop, and then you tap on Shop and Earn, and then you can actually tap on the little menu at the top right and choose your country. And if these businesses and services are available in your country, you can shop at other businesses, famous businesses like Cotton On, Reeboks, Nike, world-known businesses, and get rebate and reward points with MyAladdin. So you tap on the menu, tap on the choice of country, then you choose the website. Not every website is available in every country, so find out which ones are available in yours. And then you'll see a commission. That commission is returned to you in gems. So it might be 4%, it might be 1%, it might be 7%, it could even be 10%. But that's not all, because you'll also get reward points from MyAladdin as well. So you can get rewarded both in gems and also in reward points. You can read a book from Kuna Kuniya, or abooks.com. You can update your wardrobe from Zalora, Cotton On, or Michael Kors. You can take a vacation with Fluke Travel. You can book a flight with Malaysia Airlines, with Emirates, with Qatar. You can enjoy the latest designer brands from Reebok. You can get sports equipment and clothing from Nike. You can shop from home with Lazada and Shopee, and you get not only gems for your purchases, but rebates from MyAladdin as well. You pay a credit card, you don't have to use gems to pay them. As a matter of fact, you pay them just a normal accept payment in your country. You will get up to 10% back in gems, and you'll get up to 40% back in reward points. All you need to do is to tap on the link in the MyAladdin app. So you go to the Shop and Earn. If you want to go to Lazada, tap on the icon that has Lazada. You go to the website. You purchase whatever you want from that website. You'll get up to 10% back in gems and up to 40% back in reward points. Now, these sites will actually give us a report of the sales based upon our members who go there. That report might be once a month, it might be once every couple months, and it varies by country. Whenever they give us that reward report, then we'll give you back your rebate in reward points and also in gems. Now, some of you might be asking, what's the difference between gems and points? You talked about using gems, and you talked about getting 80% back in reward points. What's the difference? You redeem gems. Gems are kind of like a gift certificate. You can use them with any of our participating merchants. And when you use those, you get back reward points. Gems are stored in your wallet in what is called the Gem Wallet in the MyAladdin app. It's at the bottom left of your screen. You'll see your wallet, and then you can look at the Gem Wallet and see the number of gems. They're a fixed value. One gem has the value of 1 USDT or the value of $1 US. You can redeem them for products and services, and they're transferable. You can transfer them to someone else who needs them. You can sell them, or you can transfer them to a merchant to receive the product and service. And they never expire. You know, with many reward programs, things expire after 1 month or maybe 6 months or even 1 year. But with MyAladdin, your gems never expire. You can actually get gems in many different ways. You can purchase gems from a participating merchant. You can get them to sell, and you can also get them in our mobile app. Now, different countries have different ways to get gems. If you top up gems in the app, all you need to do is to tap on this button, top up, and you can exchange USDT for gems. USDT is a cryptocurrency. It's called US dollar tether, and the value is $1. What's the value of a gem? It's also $1 US. So it's very easy to know how much you're topping up. That's available in most countries. If you would like to see if it's available, all you need to do is tap on the top up, and if it works, then it will be available for your country. It's not available in Vietnam, but in most other countries, it is available. You can also buy and sell gems using a feature called buy and sell. Again, this is not available in all countries, so you need to try it in your country to see if it is available. If it's available, if you have extra gems, you can tap on the sell, and you can sell your gems to other people who need them. If you need gems in order to exchange for a product or service, all you need to do is tap buy, and you can buy them from those who have extra gems. All transfers are done in USDT, and there's also protection so that the buyer and the seller are protected as well. You can receive gems by transfer. In other words, you know someone that has gems, they can simply transfer them to you. They can transfer using a QR code. They just scan the code with their mobile phone, transfer to another person, or transfer to a merchant. It's very simple using the camera on your mobile phone. If you don't have the QR code and you know the person's username, you can also transfer using a username. If you would like to find out what your QR code is to receive gems, all you need to do is tap the receiving QR code, let someone else scan it, and you can transfer to each other. So it's a very simple process. So all you need to do to get gems is one of these areas. Now, what about points? With points, whenever you redeem gems, you receive back reward points. Points are slightly different from gems. Or in your point in a moment. They're not transferable. If you want to transfer them, you have to convert them to gems first, and then you can transfer the gems to someone else. But you cannot transfer points to someone else. And they never expire. Regardless of how long you're with the program, it would like to multiply your gems to points. You just tap on this button on your main screen that says gem to point. You tap on my wallet in the bottom left of the screen, and then you'll see gem wallet, point wallet, and then you see this icon called gem to point. If you're using points, you can actually multiply the value of your gem into points, but only during the first year. The first time, the multiplier is 5. The second time, the multiplier is also 5. Then it's 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. If you add all of that together, that means you can actually convert gems to points and multiply your value 20 times in the first year. So your gems get converted to points at many times their original value. Now, just to look at, you receive gems and then you top up your gems from a person, from a merchant, from someone who has extra gems, or you buy them using the mobile app in USDT, and then you can redeem them. If you redeem them, you get 80% in reward points. You can also multiply your gems. So once I receive gems, I can multiply them. The first time the multiplier is 5. If I had 100 gems, it becomes 500 points. And then you can convert your points back to gems over time just by tapping a lamp. Every day, you have an opportunity to go into My Aladdin and tap the lamp. And when you tap the lamp, 0.2% of your points converts over to gems. So if you had 5,000 points times 0.2% means you would get 10 gems. Those 10 gems can be used for products or services, or they can be accumulated, multiplied value once again. For the first 180 days, the multiplier is 0.2. After that, the multiplier is 0.1. So every day, once per day, you can go into the My Aladdin app, tap the genie, and convert your points to gems. So let's look at a review. You redeem gems for products and services. And whenever you redeem gems, you receive points. You can also convert your gems to points as well. Whenever you use gems with a merchant, you're going to get 80% back in reward points. If you decide to convert your gems to points directly, the multiplier the first time is 5. You have 6 opportunities during the first year. So your gems would multiply to points. Then every day you tap the lamp and some of your points will convert back to gems. You can either then collect them and redeem, or you can multiply them again for 6 opportunities only during the first year. And so the cycle continues again and again. You can also release your gems back into circulation. If you have extra to use, you can redeem them with a merchant, or you can even sell them to merchants. There are many merchants that are willing to purchase gems. You can also sell them or transfer them to another user. Maybe you have a family member that needs them, or maybe you know someone else who needs extra gems or just joined the program. Then you can sell them to that person. You can also use the buy and sell in the mobile app, as I mentioned before, with limited countries. So gems in this way are released back into circulation, back in the market to other users or to merchants. So how do we need to listen carefully? My Aladdin is a great opportunity. Imagine if you're selling a mobile phone and it costs $100 for that mobile phone. Normally the customer will give you $100 and you give them the mobile phone. So the customer gives you 100 and the merchant receives 100. And that's the end of the transaction. But with MyAladdin, you can do different. Imagine if you had the opportunity to tell all your customers, how would you like 80% back in reward points so that you can use it in the future? Of course, every customer is going to say yes. All you need to do is join MyAladdin, and it's absolutely free to join. Sign up with MyAladdin and give me 100 US dollars for gems. In other words, the customer buys from the merchant and transfer me the gems for the mobile phone and 80% back in reward points. Is the customer excited? Of course. He gets 80% back in reward points. Is the merchant excited? Yes. When the merchant receives gems, his gems always come at an 80%, 20% split. 80 is received as gem and 20% is received as reward points. Some of you are saying, wait a second. You told me it does. You just need to wait. Every day you tap the lamp and your points will slowly convert back to gems. So it's not lost, it's just delayed. Is the merchant excited? Of course. He got $100. He got the same amount of cash because he sold $100 for gems. He also got 80 gems returned to him for the phone. He got 20 points. And then he gets something else even more incredible. Because every time that customer uses MyAladdin, he's going to get 0.4% in gems as well. So he gets the same amount of cash. He gets a committed and loyal customer. And every time that customer uses MyAladdin, even if it's with another merchant, he also earns a little bit as well. And so everyone is happy. The customer gets reward points and the merchant receives a lot of bonuses as well. To apply merchant, you need to first join as a member. So register a customer account first. Then you have to complete KYC. KYC is Know Your Customer. It's a process where you have to show us your photo and your identity card or passport, and also a paper with Aladdin and the date on it, so that we can prove your identity. This is required by international law. You also need to have a valid business registration in your local country with the local authorities. You to agree to the, and you can on MyAladdin apply to be a merchant. To apply, just tap on the button, and you can go to the same button to check the status of your application. So it's a very simple process and it doesn't cost you anything. MyAladdin is a 100% secure mobile app. In fact, we have KYC to verify the identity of all our members. You also have password protected access to your mobile app. You have a PIN number. Every time you do a transaction in gems, you must type in a 6-digit PIN number. You choose the first time you use it. You also have the opportunity for a one-time password. In other words, your account is protected by a password, by a PIN number, and also a one-time password as well. Know Your Customer, required for upping up gems, for buy, sell, for transfer gems, or receiving. For any that requires use of gems, you need to do the KYC. It's a simple process, and you only need to do it once. To access the Know Your Customer, tap on Myaladdinz in the bottom right of your screen, and then tap on Identity Verification KYC, and it will take you through the process. It days to do this. Your username is the name visible to everyone. Your real name in the user profile is only visible to you and staff, but you can choose any username that you like. And it has to be the same real name that's on your identity card. Your username and your real name cannot be changed by anyone. And please use your own identity card for your account. Because if someone else uses your identity and they do something that's against our terms and conditions, then their account will be suspended and yours will be as well. Your account is also protected with a password. Never reveal your password to anyone. Even if they say they are our staff will never ask you for your password. You also have a 6-digit PIN number. You will choose this PIN number the first time you do a gem transfer, and every gem transfer requires the 6-digit PIN number. Never reveal your PIN number to anyone. Staff will never ask you for your PIN number. If someone asks you for your password or your PIN number, they are probably someone who is trying to get your account and get access to your account. You do not want that to happen. We also have a one-time password by WhatsApp. It's effective from the 19th of August until now. If you decide to join Myaladdinz, please install WhatsApp before you register a new account. And you can register using that name number for your Myaladdinz. A one-time password will be sent by WhatsApp to your new account to verify your phone and the app on your mobile phone. We also have two-factor authentication, also known as 2FA. It uses a registered email address. It has to be turned on by you, the user. And every transfer requires a PIN number and then an additional one-time password that's sent to your email address. When you use this feature, every transaction will require a one-time password. So it gives you the highest security. And we recommend that for all users to protect your account. To activate the two-factor authentication, tap on Myaladdinz, then tap on two-factor authentication, and then you'll be taken through a process. Tap the button to turn it on, then select Get One-Time Password. Check the email for the first one-time password it will send to you. Type that into the form and tap Submit, and then your two-factor authentication will be turned on. In the future, anytime there is any transfer of gems, it will send you a similar 6-digit code, and you will need to type in that code before the transaction takes place. This is the best way to protect your account. And if you decide you want to turn it off, you go through the same process again. So you have password security, a personal PIN number, two-factor authentication. Be sure that you also do not use public Wi-Fi, because people can can steal your information over public Wi-Fi. So let's look at a summary of the program. Myaladdin is a consumer rewards program. That means every time you use gems with a participating merchant, the customer receives 80% back in reward points. Merchants love the program because they have increased customers, increased sales, and also increased frequency of transaction. As a customer, our customers love the program because they save more and they receive more rewards. All you need to do is download the mobile app from the Google Play Store or from the App Store, top up your gems from another user, from a merchant, or using the mobile app. And then when you receive your gems, you can either use them immediately with a participating merchant, and you're going to get back 80% in reward points. Every day, you tap the lamp, and like sand going through an hourglass, a little bit of time, 0.2% will convert to gems. You can also multiply your gems 6 times in the first year. The first time you multiply, the multiplier is 5. And so you would multiply your gems 5 times into points. It's a free download and anyone can join today. This year could be your most successful yet. With Myaladdin, you have opportunities to not only earn reward points, but also to participate in courses and events that can actually improve your